know if you can see him, folks. There's a bird hanging out in that tree branch right now. A killer, a falcon, or hawk. An owl. There's two of them actually. Two owls in the tree right now. Those are owls. There's a squirrel. We're downtown Denver, where the birds are more socially distanced than the humans, and COVID is all the craze. See if I can get those. Who's got a flashlight? See the two owls?
Wow. Nice, Brian. How did you notice?
I got eyes. Aren't they? Beautiful birds.
You're a witness to the corruption of this city.
Well, you know.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Tucker, you guys got a flashlight? They can't hear me. That group right there.
Tucker?
Right there, those two. One of those two should have a light. A good one. That's not Tuck, but that's okay. The guy that's Mohawk. Yeah, right there in front of you. Right there to your right. Yeah, these guys. Ask one of them if they got a light. You got a flashlight? The owls are probably gone by now. Nope, they're just higher up. You don't got one of your strong ass lights on you tonight? See, there's two owls up there. That's right. Cut the plastic, brought the owls to Christmas.
Oh, this guy told me too that this star that's up in the sky over here is Jupiter and Saturn.
Yeah. All the planets are in alignment right now for the first time in 800 years. But what's not in alignment is the 8 feet or 6 feet between all these people waiting to get into Christmas Village. If they were 6 feet apart, this would be the 2-hour marker right here. But because they're like 2 feet apart, this is like a 3-hour mark probably. Yeah, there's two of them.
If they weren't spending $20,000 a suite, they could hire more people to open the gates.
No, it's really about COVID. They can't have too many people inside. That's why they're supposed to be 6 feet apart. But friends, we didn't come here for the COVID line. We didn't come here for the owls. Tonight, we recognize the dead. The hundreds of people who have died in the city and county of Denver from living on the street. And over here is a ceremony memorializing their lives. And that's what we're going to go do today. Good. Are you curating here?
Yeah, we're putting out a vigil for people who have died experiencing homelessness.
Please tell me more because we're live to the world.
Oh, wow.
And I knew I was coming here to this.
Well,
My employee died in 2018 living in the street. And we've lost many, many more before and after that. So tell the world, please, what's going on right now? Verdell from Shell. Remember them. We remember the vigil. So normally, friends, we would have the reading of the names. This year, due to COVID, it's a socially distanced walking phenomenon experience, which you're going to have with us tonight. Hello. I'm doing a live show right now to the world, and I was wondering if somebody would please guide us in.
All right, do you have a ticket?
No.
Okay, I think we'll be able to probably get you in at 5:30.
What time is it?
Very close to 5. Yeah.
Oh, 4 minutes. Perfect.
You know what our about?
Well, that's why I'm asking you, because the people that are watching online have no idea.
No idea, right?
And so we're talking to the world as we speak.
Well, luckily, we actually have our PF communications Kathy here.
Oh, perfect.
I'll probably talk to you as well.
I mean, maybe you just tell us what's going on and it'd be good enough.
So we do a vigil every year for our unknown folks passed away.
Uh-huh.
Have an accurate representation is the best to do, right? And this year was a little different than COVID. Trying to make it different. Still very
And in years past, we've read the names aloud. We've taken the time
Yep.
to read, on average, somewhere in the range of 175 to 200 names. I actually spend most of my Sundays on the 16th Street Mall, most weeks, providing a hot meal and washing all the fun stuff. So I've been with the group doing that for years, and I can appreciate it. Pardon me. Let me. Groovy. Thank you. Hello. Well, how are you doing today? No, I did not. My last name is Loma.
Hello, name?
Yes, sir.
Your first name, please?
Brian.
With an E or an A?
Bria.
N.
Yes.
Thank you, Brian. You go see the number.
All right. Hi. Tell me what's going on, please.
So, this is just a pamphlet. It has all of their names inside. We're going to start here. If there is a name that you don't see and you want to memorialize, you can go ahead and make your own luminary at the end.
Okay, so people are able to add, and then you guys have have you randomly selected names out of the list? Have you listed all 220 some?
So this year was different.
Yes.
But I'm not quite sure. I believe it does explain it in here. I don't know how they did that process, to be honest with you. I know it's changed.
Okay.
There you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's really uncomfortable. There's a lot of paperwork and a candle that we've received. The only reason an ambulance would be coming in here is because there was an incident at the market. Because there would be no homeless on this side to have an incident for. So they're definitely heading into the market. Or not. Each year, on the shortest day of the year, people around the country gather to mourn those who have lost their lives while experiencing homelessness. In Denver, this memorial vigil is taking place on the steps of the city and county building. While COVID has changed the way we have orchestrated the vigil this year, it has not changed its meaning. Following names are collected through a coordinated process involving This is extensive possible there may be names missing. William Adams, Edward Aguilar, Allergy, Todd Apache Ham, Brian Aragon, Dominic Achilleta, Floyd Arlano, Mark Austin, Lawrence Avila, David Ayala, Aaron Banks, Wayne Berry, Linda Bihar, Brian Benedetti, Leroy Blake Jr., Monique Leah Weber, Daniel Bolton, William Sonny Brown, Forrest Brush, Janine Burdick, Margaret Burrows, Vincent Cabrera, Calvin Calloway, Victor Carvajal Cias, Ruth Carney, Richard Carter, Eddie Casares, Javier Castillas, Carlos Castillo, Johnny Chavez, Robbie Chavez, Tommy Chi, Susan Bailey Christie, Spencer Cheeks, Lois Clark, Tyrone Claiborne, Ray Colmenero Jr., John Allen Colliot, Michael Coulatier, John Crespin, Patrick Crosby, Curtis, Alfred Dawson, James Larry Cross, Scott Darcy. These, ladies and gentlemen, are the names of 220 plus people who have died on the streets in the city and county of Denver in the last year. Stanley Davis, Barbara B.J. Dean, William Lamont Bose, Josephine De Herrera, Kenneth A. Dingus, Richard Dodge, Randy Dodson, Manuel Doggleby, John Donnelly, Leslie Douglas, Matthew Duncan, Ronald Duran, David Easton, Rick Dye, Fernando Fernandez, Jeffrey Ferguson, Veronica Finn, John Folsom, Vincent Forderer, Teddy Forney, Timothy Fortney, Patrick Foster, Kathleen Fraser, William Freelon, Maria Fritschke, Marie Fuller, Ernest Galindo, Margaret Gallegos, Audrey Garcia. Michael Gardner, Helen Garnier Reyes, Janine Garson, Lauren Gesiorowski, Edward Gaston, Paul Gomez, Emerson Greystone, Lance Gregory, Mario Guerrero, Casey Gursky, Geraldine Gutierrez, John Hall, Joseph Haley, Moses John Ham, John Hanson, Joseph Harder, Marcus Harris, Jeffrey Hartman, Stephen Hicks, Dorla Houston, Kenneth Howell, Ray Hubbard, Sid Hudson, Leah Irvine, Holly Jackson, Barbara James, Cynthia Jones, Glenn Dave Jones, Bianca Jimenez, Antonio Gerardine, Philip Knight, Bruce Colliman, Paul Lambert, Gerald Lander, Shay Lee, Anna Lerma, Jimmy Lewis, Alfonso Lamas Ramos, Linda Lang, Linda Long, sorry, John Lovato, Ronald Lucero, Yvette Mays, William Macchia, Gabriel Gabe Thomas, Luyan, Blanche Maroney, Matthew Martinez, Stephen Martinez, Judy Metz, Treeland McConicle, Robin McGuire, Adam Michael McGurk, Frankie McKinstry, Roger Medina, Cyrene Meyer, Ronald Milton, Walter Paul Miner, Jose Montoya, Kenneth Mooney, Lyle Mumaw, Paige Moses, Aji Munoz, Pamela Munoz, Edward Munson, Donald Maithri, Kelvin Murphy, Derek Miles, Emily Norman, Arakumbo Odula, Jeffrey Ortega, Leticia Plata, Vicentia Pacaheco, Latasha Parkham, Yvette Blue Pena, David Phillips, Alec Pittman, David Ponder, Twyla Pouncey, Kat Price, Dwayne Pride, Radaska Pryor Thomas, Mark Rachels, Twyla Raynell, Randall Randy Reisenstein, William Ritchie, Jesse Rosiba, Thomas Roscoe, Christina Ross, Charles Salazar, Dean Salazar, Miguel Salazar, Jason Sandberg, Eloy Sandoval, Sonia Sandoval, Fernando Sacedo, Troy Savaku, Michael Schuler, Brent Scott, Joseph Gerald Arthur Scott, Christian Skimon Klevich, Glenn Schlutz, Paul Saliva, Javier Sarge Sims. Esta Skuvornitsky. Rocco Simaldon. Dennis Smith. Kenya Smith. Fernando Torres. Randy Schneider. Serafin Soriano Aguilera. Christina Springer. Tracy Staley. Lisa Stanberry. Luann Michelle Stanley. Patricia Steele. Steven Stevens. Sean Sullivan. Melbourne Tallman. Anthony Taylor. Dan Taylor. Charles Thompson. Ernest Trujillo. James Lee Trujillo. Shanetta Vaughn. Ronald Veenstra. Anthony Vigil. Jared Villaluz Jones. Richard Walker. Alan Walsh. Robert Walter. Barry Ward. James Walieski. Renee Webster. Shadwick Waver Roystein. Reginald Wheeler. Belnita Geraldine Whitecalf. James Williams. Laura Williams. Chantel Williams. Watts Williams. Darren Brett Willis. Ariana Walk. David Wilson. Robert Woodard. Jacqueline Wren. Barbara York. Alexa Zion Beautiful. But it feels like 200 and some names
122.
listed
Correct.
prior to names been out higher.
Yeah, that I
Can you remind me who puts this on?
the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So here's your because it's nice. So then they're well, social distance, everybody sanitized when they came in. Process. What I'd like to show you is a contrast. Oh, there goes the ambulance. That's smart. Drive that way. It's gonna come right at me. Now what are you gonna do? You're gonna go that way? Always the deepest logic. Now let's see if they're gonna go that way. The problem is that you can't get out that way because of the barriers. So, folks, they're gonna have to go back up that sidewalk to get out. Or not. I'd like to watch this happen. Since it's barriered so cars can't come in, we'll be interested to see how they leave. But I'm always the smart ass, so this will just be fun and interesting. And we'll have you know that they did that while running over a sign. Whose sign do you think it was that they ran over? Oh, yeah, the memorial for the homeless. Of course. That would be the sign that the ambulance ran over. So now that we've seen the memorial for the homeless and we see that the lights have been shut off, there's no Christmas lights today. Yeah, you know the memorial is a good thing to check out though.
So we're here.
So there 220 people died in the streets of Denver over the last year, but that's a small representation of the 31,000 people that live on the streets in our area. It's a small town or two by some standards. So yeah, you know, if you're not wanting to wait 4 hours to get into the market,
These lights come on at 6, right?
no, I have a feeling that they're not coming on tonight. I mean, they might, but this is a memorial to the homeless. And if I was the mayor of the Denver and made a proclamation about this memorial, I might want to not disrespect it. So hopefully they thought that way through. But if not, you'll get a light show in a little bit. Should be about 1:45. Yeah. Of course, this is the beautiful Chris Crindle Christmas Marketplace line. Most of these people have no idea that there's snowflakes pointed on the ground and that they should actually be 6 feet apart per group so that there's some COVID distancing for their own health and safety. It appears as if most people have masks on their faces while they're in line and some degree have some distancing. There's a security guard hanging out in the line down there. So as you can see, this is the memorial. Usually the Christmas lights are on at this time of night, but due to the crises with homelessness and all those who died, we'll not have that today. Meanwhile, the owls are still keeping us attentive in the tree. Such a fair sight for everybody to see. I see everyone's just grouped tight as get out. And then there's everybody talking about the planets and the people in line.
Will we see you next week?
Food.
Okay, they're goofing around, they're hanging on each other, and they're like,
Robert.
lot going on down here. There's Colorado Coalition for the Homeless has a lovely vigil for the victims of being unhoused.
Yeah, you notice how the Christmas lights aren't on yet?
No, well, they're not going to be on today because of that vigil.
You hope.
They asked them to turn them off. Yeah.
Oh, they did. Good, good, good. We hope so, but you know, one day a year we got to recognize.
And then these people waiting in line are captive audience for all our rantings about the unhoused.
They are.
They have to hear it. There's no choice. But Denver is murdering poor people. So
31,207 unhoused individuals at last count. That's a 7-county number. 31,207. That's a small town or two.
sweeping people brings them into retail areas from non-retail areas, and it spreads COVID.
It does spread COVID. That's an exciting opportunity. There's Sarah and our daughter. Hello. Unfortunately, we don't hold back a lot because they don't cost us much. So you have all of this. Do you know what time it is by chance? How long would the wait be before it was not worth it anymore? It's a question you might ask, because I'm guessing, based on the lack of 6-foot distancing in that line, and this is somewhere around the 3-hour mark. 2.5 maybe? Mine, this is my tripod. Oh, you talking? This is an example. See how these parties are just a foot or so apart. Remember that the 6-foot rule is generally considered a full wingspan. So if the person standing next to the next group could touch each other, they're probably closer than they want to be if they were pandemic conscientious. All right? So we want to just focus on what should be going through the mentality of those people standing in line in that aspect. But this is the feed. Do you want the truth? You're probably at about 2.5 hours. Two in, two out. By the way, folks, we have all kinds of going on here. Yes, Frank Sturgill, that does seem to be the case. Maybe because some of those people died in housing. Maybe just because they're in other places. We don't really know. What we do know is that in the city and county of Denver and the metropolitan area, there's 31,000 unhoused people. And that was only a quarter into the pandemic. So we'll have clothing. Yeah, that looks like a nice warm jacket. Wow. That is a duster. Let me see if nobody else is asking for that. I'll take a peek. That'll be a layer for tonight, and I can give it away another day. He does. You got some good jackets here.
Don't like needles, don't like hospitals, don't like any of that. I don't like any of that still. I don't want dirty shit.
So, folks, we have some beautiful music being played, by the way. Thank you.
That's very nice.
Isn't it, though? Oh. Too big.
Another jacket.
That one was too big.
Oh, yeah.
That's thinner. Conversations.
Nice to have some music. Are you getting her on there too?
Yeah, you better believe that's what I was just getting ready to post up on.
Yeah.
If you don't want it.
You got a haircut.
No, I just washed it.
Ah,
I do need a haircut. I'm an old guy. I gotta dye it. I think a little longer hair. It's terrible for business. Like, I want it to be as long as her.
yeah, it's terrible for business.
It is. People think you're but I like it. I prefer it that way. It's,
They think you're nice.
is Eric straight?
No, I barely got an audience.
Still, Eric does a great job.
Oh, Eric's amazing.
Who else? We got Cats Not Cops. We got Cut the Plastic.
Carol
got
Funk.
Carol Funk has a channel.
Yeah, she's been rocking it. She's out here somewhere tonight.
But these people really do save lives with the work they do.
Thanks, man.
So try to support them and follow, like, hit the like button.
Hit that like and share, folks. What sucks is that I
When you fall like a statue, I'm gonna be there to catch up with you on your knees. You won't believe. And when your life is empty, not a thing will prevent you from I surrender.
Yes, that's me. Tell your story.
Always done this for you. Baby, I'm not the love of your own. For you. You will never sleep alone.
I was supposed to be making cookies tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to get there. I don't know if I can.
I hear my mom.
You can run around.
Maybe I'm for you. You will never sleep
Actually, I got coffee. But I'll take the bag. No, I'm good. I'll get out of here. I'll go over and hang around my favorite tree. If they ever cut this one down, I'm gonna blow them all up. I'm serious. Oh yeah. Also,
what you say when you up. You say sit down, it's just it's not the right need that you said like sunset went down to your eyes. You go soft and you stare between the lines. Everything you begin to wonder where you came with. Don't I know how That's the best of defense without granting innocence. They don't understand what is real. They can told him all along. You pray to God he hears you. And I pray to God he hears you. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend. Somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up with you all night. Had I known how to say goodbye. Send me your location. Focus on communicating. Cause I just need some place to come through. Send me your location. Right to the location. I don't need nothing else but you. It's out the window. I fooled you. Knew me. Knew you initially. Didn't want to fall for you. Gathered my attention. It was all for you. So take advantage. Don't leave my heart damaged. Understand that things go a little bit better when you oh, so won't you send me your location and focus on communicating. Cause I just need time and place to come. Send me your location and ride the vibration. Nothing else but you.
Given away. We remember the 220 people who died of homelessness in this county of Denver in the last year. We'd like to remind you that there are 31,207 plus known unhoused living in the streets of our communities right now. We'd like to remind you that this holiday season is a good time to contact Governor Polis and ask why there is no statewide plan to reduce homelessness. We ask you to consider where your state representatives fall, as well as your city legislatures. This is a regional problem, not a citywide problem. 31,207 unhoused individuals represent or a small town in Canada. Unhoused in your community. Remember that 220 died in Denver from homelessness. And in the middle of a pandemic called COVID, we have a previous pandemic that never got solved. As we look at these people standing less than 6 feet apart from one another, we remember that all of this is just drama for another day. No social distancing. For these people waiting to get to the COVID market. Oh, there's some social distance. To the Kris Kringle marketplace. To the city. Yours truly Thanks for hanging out. Have a great night. FTP, Alan Bacon. Would Jesus wear a mask? Yes, Jesus would wear a mask. But Jesus also turned over the tables in the temple for those who are profiteering in his Father's name. So the last message we'll give you today, remember that Jesus was a socialist. Too Tall, ResWatch Audits, Happy Hippie, PDF, Chris Marcus, Frank Sturgill. We're glad you're all here at Pikes Peak. Have a great night, everybody.